from Hollywood and the four corners of the world. You asked for it. Starring Rich Little. Here's the star of You Asked for It, Rich Little.
Thank you, and welcome to the only show on television that takes you around the world in 30 minutes just because you asked for it. Tonight, we'll see a man wrestle a bone-crushing giant anaconda snake, take part in Switzerland's strangest sport. From Spain, a dance performed with razor-sharp swords, and much more. First, a lion safari in the heart of Arizona. Arizona? Yes, Arizona, where the United States Army went to war against mountain lions for the very best reasons, to capture and tag them in order to protect the lions and their habitat. Jack Smith originally presented this on the color version of You Asked for It back in the 70s, and Dale Lee explains this dangerous operation.
Dale, what do you do here at Fort Huachuca?
Well, I'm a wildlife technician here working for the Army, and I do everything pertaining to the wildlife here at Fort Huachuca.
Well, then you're just the one to ask. How do you track a mountain lion and then tag it?
You do it with the hounds. Here's one of them right here, and this is the chief of the pack of about 35 dogs.
Won't the dogs and the cat fight?
Sometimes, but usually the lion climbs a tree or gets on a bluff. If they don't, these hounds will fight them because that's what they're trained for.
Say, it sounds like they're onto something now. Yep, there they go.
They'll run a ways, and then usually the lion doesn't run far till he goes up a tree.
In other words, they've got more stamina than the lion has. Is that right?
That's right.
Dale, it sounds like the dogs have a different bay that they're giving off. Does that mean anything?
Oh, yes. They're treed now, and they sound different when they're treed and when they're on the trail. There he is up the tree.
Well, now, how are you going to get him down?
We're going to put a loop on him and pull him down. And then we're going to stretch him out and tag him. Then he goes into the wilds, natural as he was before, and if he is recaptured, we know where we came from. If somebody kills this lion, they report it to the state of Arizona, and we know exactly where he is tagged and where he was killed.
You asked for it.
Oh, listen, to all you mountain lions out there, listen, keep your tags visible when running through the forest. Otherwise, they'll bag you and tag you. And you'll be upset, and then you'll go out and get back. Coming up, a fortune won or lost at the stroke of a diamond cutter's hammer. We'll be back.
And now, back to Rich Little.
Diamond cutting, a job with no margin for error. Today, diamonds are cut using precision machines and computer readouts. But in the old days, everything rode on the stroke of a hammer. Millions of dollars were in the hands of a man with a chisel and a hammer, especially for you asked for it. A master diamond cutter in Amsterdam, Holland, recreates for us the way diamonds are cut by hand. And Margaret Davies reports because, well, Lynn Nix of Atlanta, Georgia, you asked for it.
Diamonds, a $6 billion a year industry. We've come to Amsterdam, Holland, one of the diamond capitals of the world, because you asked for it. The Van Mopes family has been cutting, polishing, and setting diamonds since 1828. Today, the firm's run by Arnold Van Mopes, with the dedicated assistance of Herman Van Mopes, his father.
This is the brilliant cut diamond for everybody. D diamond, best known in the world. It's 58 facets. Then we have the Marquise cut diamond, always also interesting for everybody. 58 facets also. Then we have the emerald cut diamond, 48 facets, which everybody also likes. The three most important diamonds in shape. Then we have, of course, the quality of the diamond. Here we have a yellowish carbon spots diamond, which is slightly colored and, of course, imperfect. But then we have the top quality, which is a blue-white perfect diamond, which is really the best you can have in the world.
The first step in the creation of a diamond is cutting the virgin stone with this diamond edge saw. It can take up to 8 hours to cut through a 1-carat stone. Here, at this girdling machine, the diamond undergoes the next step in its transformation. It's rounded slowly into a cone shape. And finally, the stone is faceted and polished by holding it against this revolving table, which is coated with oil and diamond dust. Gradually, the dust will be ground into the stone and make tiny planes which trap the light and make the diamond sparkle. Annette is the only woman diamond polisher in the city of Amsterdam, and it's not surprising that some of the world's most famous stones have been sent to her for polishing, because she's an expert craftsman. The diamond workers of Amsterdam are perfectionists, and work like this explains why. These fantastic stones were cut by Louis Pasteur, a master cutter now retired. Master cutter Frank Lupker is now going to show us how a difficult cut is done. Each year he cuts over $1 million worth of gems. This initial stage is the most crucial. Any mistake now could cost thousands of dollars. Frank Lupker and others like him have been keeping this time-honored tradition of craftsmanship alive. It's because of them that Amsterdam is truly the city of diamonds. And we're here because you asked for it.
This is Carol Channing. A diamond is the hardest substance known to man, especially if he's trying to get it back.
And now a man who's worth his weight in diamonds to this show. And here he is. As we join Jack, he is standing in the middle of his set. Jack?
Rich, this one's for you, because I know how much you like these. The South American anaconda is the largest snake in the world. It's non-poisonous, but it's more than 200 pounds of muscle and razor-sharp teeth. Like its smaller cousin, the boa constrictor, the anaconda crushes its prey to death. Most people avoid these monsters, but in 1957, we found a man named Reed Parham who wrestled an anaconda with his bare hands, and underwater at that. Who won? Let's watch and see.
Reed Parham here, equipped only with face mask and bare hands. He's our hero, unless you love snakes. Now bring out the heavy in this wrestling match. Senor Anaconda of the Brazilian jungle. Equipped with a wicked set of teeth and powerful jaws. Non-poisonous, but like the boa constrictor, he coils and crushes. Both wrestlers weigh in at about the same, over 200 pounds. But Parham chooses to meet the Anaconda on its home ground, underwater, here in the crystal clear waters of Silver Springs. The snake enters the watery arena. It takes 4 men to handle him here, but Parham will take him on all alone, down on the sandy bottom, armed only with his face mask and bare hands. Parham goes under, willing to meet the snake halfway. Anaconda flexing its muscles, and he's got plenty of them, slithering through the lily pads. Our underwater cameraman's set. They meet in the center of the pool. The snake refuses to shake hands, and the fight is on. Anaconda with a combination knee and arm lock. Parham breaks it, keeps a firm grip behind the jaws to avoid those slashing teeth. Into a headlock. Watch it, Parham's mask is off. He's at a real disadvantage now, but he hangs on. Parham slips the headlock, tries for a body slam. Underwater yet, good way to get nightmares. Up and under. Looks like he needs help. He waves them away, and the match goes on. Cameraman keeps his distance. Parham's in a tight squeeze now, a variation of the body press, Anaconda style. And now watch him break the hold. There's one time when the hunter's just as strong as the hunted. And who says uncle? Senor Anaconda. You asked for it.
I got to tell you, that is a dangerous way to make a living. Did the snake ever hurt Reed Parham, though?
No, as a matter of fact, the snake liked Reed. He had a crush on him.
Oh, for goodness sake. Next on You Asked For It, we go to Switzerland to see the country's strangest sport.
And now back to Rich Little.
Swinging is a way of life in Switzerland. Now, swinging isn't wild parties and good times. Rather, it's a very unique way of wrestling practiced by the Swiss. So hang on to your shorts as our Janet Langhart shows us some of these swingers in action. Linda Hendrickson of Oceanside, California, You Asked For It.
This is entertainment, but it looks more like a riot or a gang fight. Actually, it's a festival, an annual celebration of the founding of the Swiss Confederation in 1803.
The high point of the festival here at Interlaken is a type of peasant wrestling called Schwingen. It's as macho to the Swiss as riding a bronco is to the American cowboy.
The contestants must stay in the ring. To begin the contest, each man must have one hand on his opponent's belt and the other hand on those funny shorts. They're called, what else? Schwingen shorts. The idea is to throw the other man to the sawdust, and if they lose contact, they have to start the fight all over again. It's a clean sport. Shoving, grabbing, and tripping are allowed, but any swinger who loses his temper or argues with the officials is automatically disqualified.
And now, the main event for the championship of Switzerland, which means the championship of the world. The judges are ready, the referees are ready, and the festival crowd is ready.
And the swingers are ready.
The Schwitz may not be swingers, but they're the best in the world at the pushing, bumping, and pants-grabbing contest called Schwingen. You saw it, Linda Hendrickson, because you asked for it.
This is George Burns. You know, swinging is nothing new to me. We even wrote songs about it. Like, would you like to swing on a star? And that old favorite, swing low, sweet chariot. Yeah, I'd offer to sing one for you now, except that my piano player can't play in swing time.
From the highest mountain to the bottom of the sea, You Asked For It is there at your request. Put us to work for you. Tell us what you want to see on television, and we'll go anywhere and do anything to meet your requests. Test us by writing to You Asked For It, P.O. Box 1980, Hollywood, California, 90028. The flashing steel of razor-sharp swords is more at home on the battlefield than on the dance floor. But in the Basque country of Spain, there is a mysterious shrine where every year villagers perform a dance with sharpened swords. Our Tony Thomas tells us about this ritual because Victoria Galazan of New Britain, Connecticut, you asked for it.
In this peaceful little Spanish town of Anaconda, there's a mystery that's baffled scientists for centuries. These rocks form what is called a dolmen, a prehistoric marker believed to be a tomb. Nothing similar to them can be found for thousands of miles. And just how these rocks got here and whose tomb they mark is anybody's guess. As with most unexplainable phenomena, the dolmen has found its way into local customs and folklore. Every year since the middle of the 17th century, the young men gather to celebrate the mystery of Aretzanaga. They perform the unusual Dance of the Espaderas, or Dance of the Long Swords, which they will do today exclusively for You Asked For It. It is believed that this dance represents the struggle of the people against the forces of death and desolation. And this moment has special meaning. The leader ascends to heaven, leaving his people locked together in unity. And you've seen it because you asked for it.
Dancing can be fun, but I wouldn't advise anyone in our audience to try it with swords, because when you go up on point, you go up on point.
Rich Little will be right back with more of You Asked For It. And now, back to Rich Little.
Letters, we get stacks and stacks of letters. Here's one from Camden, South Carolina. Dear You Asked For It, my name is Todd Teeterton, and my question is, are computers going to take over the world in later years? No, Todd, no way. I mean, that's silly. 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 Anyway, that's all the time we have tonight. See you next time on... Good night, everybody.
This is John Harlan speaking. You Asked For It is a Sandy Frank production.